silent. Anything you say and can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questionings if you wish. All right. You good, dude?
Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for hanging with me, Hio. Today, we've got a newly released body cam footage from the New York Police Department showing a fatality in Brooklyn. There was a man reportedly armed with a weapon, and the police response was caught on camera. Police responded to an armed suspect holding a firearm. And this comes from the New York Daily News video release. The New York Police Department's Bodycam program was started in 2017, and it became a standard issue in 2019. It's meant to ensure transparency and accountability. So without further ado, let's take a look. I'm going to give you a strong trigger warning, and the content falls under fair use disclaimer for purposes of entertainment, criticism, commentary, and research purposes.
This briefing will provide information about an officer-involved shooting involving members of the New York City Police Department. You will see relevant video footage and other available evidence that will allow you to gain a better understanding of the events that led up to the incident and what occurred. An NYPD policy give police officers the authority to use reasonable force under appropriate circumstances. Our understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed.
We may see something in this video that triggers us right away with our initial thought processes on this video. As you learn more through the video and through the news footage and the coverage of this case, that you may feel differently. Richard Custodio, along with 5 other police officers, are responding to a 911 call of a violation of an order of protection and harassment at a residential building at East 86th Street near Avenue B in East Flatbush. The caller gave police the identity, the physical description, and the clothing description of the suspect. His name was Royston Backus. He was 28 years old.
The images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to take a person into custody or defend against an attack, viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
It says incident type. This is an officer-involved shooting. The date is Sunday, October the 5th, 2025, time 9:14 a.m. The location, front of 8541 Coventry Road in Brooklyn, New York. Command is the 67th Precinct. This is a map on Google Earth that shows 8541 Coventry Road in Brooklyn. Just take that down and look on Google Maps and you'll be able to find it quite easily. On Sunday, October the 5th, 2025, at approximately 9:14 a.m., in front of 8541 Coventry Road, Brooklyn, Lieutenant Richard Custodio, assigned to patrol in the 67th Precinct and attired in uniform, discharged 1 round from his service firearm at a subject who was armed with a firearm. The subject was identified as Mr. Royston Backus, a 28-year-old male. The subject's firearm was recovered at the scene of the incident during the investigation. On the date at approximately 9:09 a.m., Lieutenant Custodio, along with other officers assigned to the 67th Precinct, responded to a residential location in the vicinity of Ralph Avenue and East 86th Street in Brooklyn for a 911 call of a violation of an order of protection and harassment. The caller provided the 911 call taker with Mr. Backus's identity, physical appearance, and clothing description. When the officers arrived, Mr. Backus was observed exiting the location. As officers called out to Mr. Backus, he fled on foot. The preceding events were captured on CCTV footage. The CCTV footage follows. Well, there's a squirrel getting away. Here comes the police officers at the top of the screen. You can see them pulling up. And here he comes exiting out of the building. He obviously can see the police officers even though he's avoiding looking at them. He turns left and continues walking away from the police officers. Looks like they might be trying to see if that's the identity. Lieutenant Custodio and the officers pursued Mr. Backus on foot and encountered him in front of 8541 Coventry Road. There, Mr. Backus brandished a firearm in his left hand. Lieutenant Custodio and the other officers ordered Mr. Backus several times to drop the firearm. Mr. Backus, however, refused to do so and raised it in the direction of Lieutenant Custodio. As a result, Lieutenant Custodio discharged one round from his service firearm, striking Mr. Backus. Mr. Backus was taken into custody and transported to New York City Health and Hospital, Kings County, where he was pronounced deceased. Lieutenant Custodio was equipped with a body-worn camera, which was activated during this incident. The body-worn camera footage follows.
I'm walking down. You just possibly, yeah.
We try to pull back, get a better description.
Watch that guy right there. There it is. Get in the car. Cell Lieutenant Mel Black, southbound in East 86.
Are you showing us? 37 David.
David.
Cell Lieutenant, what's your call?
It's a little chaotic, but you can obviously see that the man is evidently running away from the police officers, as 5 were chasing him and 2 cars were coming that way. This man is steady running.
Drop it! Drop it!
The first thing you hear as the police officers arrive is drop the gun.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
So the police officer automatically, upon hearing the other police officers tell him to drop the gun, raises his own.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! You better drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Sounds like he said
Drop
no.
it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
It does sound like the man says no, but watch this again in its entirety without any interruption in a moment.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! You better drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Drop it! Put it down! Put it down!
Lieutenant Custodio's body-worn camera footage in slow motion replay.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! You better drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Drop it! Put it down!
In the coming weeks and months, the NYPD Force Investigation Division, in cooperation with the prosecutor having jurisdiction over this incident, will continue to investigate and analyze this incident as more interviews are conducted and forensic tests are completed. After the investigation is complete, the facts of the case will be presented to the First Deputy Commissioner's Use of Force Review Board, which will evaluate the evidence to determine if the use of force applied in this case was justified and within department guidelines.
I'm walking down. You just possibly, yeah.
We try to pull back, get a better description.
Watch that guy right there. There it is. Get in the car. Cell Lieutenant Mel Black, southbound in East 86.
show me location. 10-4, 6-7 David.
7 David.
Sound Lieutenant, what's your call? Get, drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! You better drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Drop it. Put it down. Put it down.
As you can see in the video, as officers arrived at the scene, Backus had his hands in the pockets of his hoodie. He walked out of the building, right past them. According to the Daily News, and I quote, he hung a left and walked off down the sidewalk. Officers quickly realized that Backus matched the description of the person that they were seeking, and they sprinted after him. The video shows, per the Daily News, as Backus stands in the middle of the street facing the cops, Custodio yells at him to drop it 10 times. Several other officers also simultaneously shout at him. As Custodio gets closer to him, Backus starts to back up toward the curb. All the while, he's clutching his gun in his left hand. He raises the gun slightly and kind of points it in Custodio's direction. At that time, the lieutenant fired one single shot and struck him in the chest. He immediately falls onto the curb. Per the Daily News, he had a firearm in his hand. New York Police Department Assistant Chief Francisco Giordano, the commanding officer of Patrol Bureau Brooklyn South, told reporters at the scene after the incident he was ordered numerous times, multiple times, to drop that weapon. After repeated warnings were given to drop his weapon, the subject did not comply with those orders. Officers cuffed him and performed CPR on him before rushing him to Kings County Hospital, where he later died. I don't understand why it happened this way. To my son, you will not be forgotten. That's what Backus's father had to say, Royston Backus Sr., during a vigil they had for him. A witness who asked to be identified only as Rhea told the Daily News she heard an officer yell, "Drop the weapon," a single time, and then we heard a bang, like immediately after. Then I came outside, and the body was just laying on the ground, she said. It was a while before an ambulance came. She said a group of officers performed CPR, then moved the gunman into a police van. So that's where we are tonight. A few minutes of footage, lifetime of consequences at this point. What we saw is one story, but what we don't see still matters. That's where I want to leave you. Not with an answer, but with a few questions to sit with. How much of what we believe is shaped by what the camera is letting us see? And if this had happened off camera, would we even be talking about it? As always, thanks for hanging with Hio.